Hi students, before entering into the exercise, let us discuss about there is a complex number system. Let us see what is complex number system. First we have seen what is an imaginary number, then we have seen what is a complex number. Now we are going to talk about a complex number system. Now look at this one. See, we can write any number in the form x plus iy is called complex number. Now examples we can see. Examples. See, you can take 5 plus 7i is a complex number. Then 3 plus 2i is a complex number. Or 6 minus 3i is a complex number. Then you can take 2i plus 10 is a complex number. These things are complex numbers because in each and every number we have one real part and an imaginary part. Hence we can say all these numbers are complex numbers. Now look at this one. This is in different form. 2i plus 10, whether it is a complex number or not. Yes. Now we have interchanged the real part and the imaginary part. That's all. This is a 10 plus 2i. It is also in the form of x plus iy. Therefore these are all complex numbers. Now what about these things? See here. 0 and 7 and minus 8i. Whether these things are complex numbers. And also I have a doubt, this is root 2 also. Whether these things are complex numbers or not. Now, you know whether this is a real number, this is also a real number, this is also a real number, this is an imaginary number. Now let us discuss about this. Is this 0, all these numbers, what I have written here, are complex numbers. See, this 0 can be written as 0 plus I0. Now this is the complex number. Now here if you write 7, that can be 7 plus I into 0. 7 plus I0. This minus 8i can be written as 0 minus 8i. Now this how do you write? Root 2 plus 0i. Therefore, any number if you write that number can be written as a complex number. Therefore, we can say all the numbers are complex numbers only. The set of all complex numbers, is called as complex number system that we denote as script C. Now, this is the symbol for denoting complex number system. Okay, now let us recall what are the number systems we have already seen. See about a natural number system. The natural system means number starting with 1, 2, 3 like that. Now after that, if you add 0 before the first natural number, that number system will become the whole number system. That is, you can say whole number system. Then next one you can say after that natural number system, whole number system. Then we can go for what? Integers. This is 1, 2, 3, etc. Now whole number means you have to insert 0 in front of this one. This becomes a whole number. Now what is this integer? If you assign plus or minus sign for these integers or for these whole numbers, those numbers will become the integers. Then after seeing this integer, we have seen some rational numbers. Rational numbers of the form p by q, comma q not equal to 0. Now these type of numbers are called rational numbers. And after that we have another one we are called irrational numbers, that we denote as q dash. The numbers which are not rational numbers, they are called irrational numbers. That is complement of rational numbers are called irrational numbers. Therefore you can put what? Q dash. Then after that we have seen about the real number system. So far we have seen real number system. Now all these number systems, natural number system, whole number system, integers, rationals and irrationals, everything are the subset of the real number system. That is, therefore we can say real number system is the biggest number system. Now we have found one more number system called complex number system. Now that is the superset for all these number systems. You know very well, natural number is a subset of whole number. Whole number is a subset of integers. Integers are a subset of rational numbers. Rational numbers are subset of real numbers. and real numbers are subset of the complex numbers. Therefore, we can say like this. See, this R is also subset of this real number system. Therefore, so far we are thinking that a real number system is the biggest number system. Now we can say complex number system is the biggest number system. For example, if you write any number, you can take 1 by 2. Whether this 1 by 2 is a complex number or not. Yes, it can be written as 1 by 2 plus I0. If you write this 0.33. Now, whether it is a complex number, yes, it can be written as 0.33 plus I0. Therefore, whatever be the number you write, that is nothing but a complex number. Therefore, all these number systems are the subsets of complex number system. Therefore, we can say now which is the biggest number system? Complex number system. Okay, now with this concept, we can start with the exercise. Yes, now let us see the exercise problems. This is exercise 2.2. The first problem given at the page number 58. Evaluate the following if z is equal to 5 minus 2i and w is equal to minus 1 plus 3i. Now, two complex numbers are given, z and w. Now, we have to evaluate these expressions. That is, the first one is z plus w means just you have to find the sum of z and w. What is z? 5 minus 2i. 5 minus 2i plus w. What is w? Minus 1 plus 3i. Now you have to find the sum of these two things. Already we have seen how do you find the sum of the two complex numbers. Means you have to add their corresponding parts. That is, you have to add real part with real part. That is, you can say 5 minus 1 then plus I into minus 2 plus 3. I am adding real part with real part plus I into imaginary part with the imaginary part. Now if you write this one, you can write 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Then minus 2 plus 3 equal to 1, you can write plus 1i. That is, it becomes 4 plus I. Now let us see z minus iw means z equal to 5 minus 2i. Then minus I into the w value is minus 1 plus 3i. Now, as usual, first you keep this as such 5 minus 2i. Then you multiply this I inside with this term. That is minus into minus plus I. You can say. Then minus into plus minus. You can say 3i square. I into I square. Now, we know whether this I square is minus 1. Therefore, you can write this equal to 5 minus I minus 2i plus I becomes minus I, then minus 3 into I square. 3 into I square value is minus 1. Now we can write as minus 3 into 1, minus 1 becomes a plus 3, plus 5 becomes 8 minus I, we can say. That is, I square is minus 1, minus of minus 3 becomes a plus 3, 3 plus 5 becomes 8, then minus 2i plus I becomes a minus I, can say. Now after that 2z plus 3w, here scalar multiplication of a complex number by 2 and 3. That is 2 times z value. What is that? 5 minus 2i. Then 3 times plus 3 times w, that is minus 1 plus 3i. Now equal to multiply inside by 2. 2 5s are 10 minus 4i. Then this will be minus 3 plus 9i. Now sum of these things, again add the real part together. 10 minus 3 gives 7. Minus 4i plus 9i equal to plus 5i. We can write. Then after that we are going to find out the product ZW. That is, ZW means you have to multiply Z with W. The Z value is 5 minus 2i into W value is minus 1 plus 3i. Yes, as I told, whenever you want to multiply two complex numbers, ordinary multiplication, that is removal of the bracket. First you can take 5, you can multiply with these 2. 5 into minus 1 minus 5, then plus 59. Then you can take minus 2i, multiply with these 2. Then minus into minus plus 2i, then minus 2i into 6, 3i equal to 6i square, we can see. Now which is equal to minus 5. These two, sum of these two becomes 17i minus 6 into I square value minus 1. I square value minus 1. Then you can say minus 5 plus 17i, then plus 6, which is equal to minus 5 plus 6 becomes 1 plus 17i, you can say. Now, likewise, we can find the product ZW. After that, let us see the next subdivision. Subdivision is Z square plus 2ZW plus W square. Now I have to evaluate value of this expression, Z square plus 2ZW plus W square. Now here you can replace Z as 5 minus 2i and W as minus 1 plus 3i. Before that, see, it is in the standard identity a plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Therefore, you can use that identity instead of finding z square and w square and zw. It is very easy. Therefore, this can be written as z plus w the whole square. Z plus w the whole square. Now, this is nothing but the sixth subdivision. Fifth subdivision is this one. This is sixth subdivision. Therefore, you can find the solution for these two things simultaneously. Now, what is z? 5 minus 2i plus what is w? Minus 1 plus 3i the whole square. Now which is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4, then minus 2i plus 3i becomes I the whole square. Now this is of the form a plus b the whole square means again you can add a plus whole square means a square 16 plus 2ab means 2 into 4 into I. You can get 8i plus b square means I square. Now you can write 16 plus 8i, I square value minus 1, which will be equal to 16 minus 1 equal to 15 plus 8i. That's all. Now only these problems are given in the second exercise. Okay. Now let us see another this first subdivision. We can go for the second problem. Second problem given at the page 58 of the exercise 2.2. See, given the complex number z is equal to 2 plus 3i, then represent the following complex numbers in the organ diagram. You know, we got organ diagram is nothing but the graph. Okay. Now here first z is given, z equal to 2 plus 3i given z is equal to 2 plus 3i. Then you have to find iz. Iz means we have to multiply z by I into 2 plus 3i, I into 2 plus 3i, which is equal to 2i plus 3i square, which is equal to 2i minus 3. Now this can be written as minus 3 plus 2i. This is iz. Now if you represent this as a point, you can get the coordinate 2, 3. If you consider this as a point, you can get the coordinate minus 3, 2. Then we are coming for z plus iz. Z plus iz. Z value is 2 plus 3i. 2 plus 3i. Then iz is minus 3 plus 2i. If I add these two things in a term, 2 minus 3 gives minus 1. Then 3i plus 2i gives 5i. You can say z plus iz is equal to this one. If you represent this as a point, you can get the coordinates as minus 1, 5. Minus 1, 5. Now these things we can plot in the organ diagram. For that we can draw the diagram. Just z is equal to 2, 3. 2, 3 is here. This is 2, 3. This is z. 2, 3 you can see. Next we can go for iz. Iz 2, 3 means just you can join these things. Yes, after that you have to iz. Iz means minus 3, 2. This is minus 3, 2 here. This is I z minus 3 comma 2. This is z. Now if you join these things, definitely I told this angle will be 90 degree, because already we have seen if you multiply any complex number z by I, then this is the rotation of z by 90 degree about this origin O in the anticlockwise direction. After that, you have to plot this z plus iz. There is a minus 1, 5. Minus 1 is here and 5 will be here. Minus 1 and 5. This is z plus iz. This is minus 1 comma 5. Okay, now if you join these things, we can get a rectangle like this. Okay, now these are the things that we have drawn in the Argand diagram. Okay, now after that we are going to find the value of z, iz and z minus iz. See here, we can take for this subdivision. First z is equal to, already we have written 2 comma 3. Z is equal to 2 plus 3i means, which is equal to, we can say 2 comma 3. Then minus iz. Minus iz means this iz is to be multiplied by minus sign. That is minus of, what is iz? Minus 3 plus 2i, which is equal to 3 minus 2i. Now this coordinates will be 3 comma minus 2. Now suppose you want to find out z minus iz, means you have to add z and minus i. Z is 2 plus 3i, then plus, what is iz? 3 minus iz means 3 minus 2i. Z plus of minus iz. Minus iz is this one. Okay, now if you add these things, you can get 2 plus 3, 5 plus i. Now its coordinates will be 5 comma 1. Okay, now if you plot these things in the diagram, I'll use some different coloring to plot this. Z is equal to, again, 2 comma 3 only. This is the first point. Already we have plotted. Then after that, I minus iz means, see, I minus iz will be just directly opposite to iz. Okay, therefore, here, what's the point? 3 comma minus 2. 3 comma minus 2 is here. This is minus iz. The coordinates is 3 comma minus 2. Then after that, we can go for z minus iz. Z minus iz means 5 comma 1 lies in the first quadrant. That is 5 comma 1 means it will be here. This is z minus iz. Therefore, if we join these things, you can get a diagram like this. Then for this one, z minus from the origin, you can draw like this. And for this one, z plus iz from the origin, you can draw like this. Now, these two things I have drawn in the same Argand diagram. Then you can easily understand that. See here, the problem of this x is 2.2. Find the values of the real numbers x and y if this complex number and this complex number are equal. Here, with the condition, by equating these two complex numbers, you have to find the values of x and y. Therefore, first you can take a given, what's the complex number? 3 minus I into x, then minus of 2 minus I into y, then plus 2i plus 5 is equal to this 2x plus minus 1 plus 2i into y plus 3 plus 2i. By equating these two complex numbers, you have to find the values of x and y. We know very well, if the two complex numbers are equal, definitely their corresponding real parts and imaginary parts are equal. Therefore, here what is the real part and imaginary parts? We cannot say no, because it is not in the rectangular form. Therefore, first of all, you have to bring on both sides these complex numbers into the rectangular form. Therefore, first try to remove the bracket. There is 3x minus ix. Here First 2y minus is we can have minus 2y, then minus into minus plus I into y, you can see. Now after that plus 2y plus 5 which is equal to 2x, again here you have to make this y, minus y, then plus I into 2y, then plus 3 plus 2y. Therefore this lengthy expression must be simplified. Therefore you can add all real parts together. What are the real parts? The terms which are not having the imaginary unit are called the real parts. Therefore you can get 3x is a real part. Then here is imaginary part. This minus 2y is a real part. Then plus 5 is a real part. Now you have clubbed all the real parts together. Then plus I into, then you collect all the imaginary parts. Here minus x, then here plus y, then here plus 2. Now we have written this standard form, x plus iy form. Then here also you can collect all the real parts together, 2x, then minus y, then plus 3. This is a real part. And we have imaginary parts, plus I into here 2y plus 2. 2y plus 2. Now we have separated the real part, imaginary part and the real part. Therefore, if these two constants are equal, we can equate their corresponding real parts and the corresponding imaginary parts. Therefore, equating corresponding parts. Equating corresponding. First we can take real part, that is 3x minus 2y plus 5 will be equal to 2x minus y plus 3. These are real parts. RP means real parts. Just try to simplify. 3x minus 2x becomes x, minus 2y plus y becomes minus y, which is equal to 3 minus 5 becomes minus 2. Now we can take this as one equation. Equation number 1 you can see. Next we can come for another one, equating imaginary parts. Here imaginary part is minus x plus y plus 2. Then here which is equal to 2y plus 2. You bring x and y one side. Minus x is here. Then plus y here becomes minus y is equal to 0. Minus x minus y equal to 0, or you can say x plus y equal to 0. You can have this as equation number 2. Now by solving these two values you can easily get the values of x and y. Therefore here you can add these two, solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2. We can add 1 and 2. See here, 1 plus 2 gives, by adding x plus x, 2x. Then minus y plus y getting cancelled, which is equal to minus 2 plus 0 gives minus 2. Therefore from this we can say x equal to minus 1. X equal to minus 1. If you put x equal to minus 1, you can get a value of y. Therefore, substituting is x equal to minus 1 equals number 2. Therefore, equation number 2 becomes, what is the x value? Minus 1 plus y equal to 0 means we can say y is equal to 1. Therefore, the values of x and y are minus 1 and plus 1. Likewise, we can solve this. Likewise, we have one more example sum that you can practice for yourself. Okay. Now, with this, this exercise is over. The next exercise we will see in the next class. Thank you, children.